Welcome back to another episode of Iniquitous News. I am your host, Lawrence Johnson, and some unfortunate news to start off with that only America has to deal with on a consistent basis. Another school shooting, this time in Florida State. Not thankfully, there were some deaths, but I guess it could have been way worse. But immediately, it's so interesting to me because we live in a time now that when a school shooting happens, social media runs to either paint them left or right. Are they MAGA supporters or are they liberals that are anti-everything and trying to kill the whole entire world? It's like, why don't we just work on getting guns out of children's hands so people can go to college not having to ever think about being shot at? But if you were interested and you wanted to know what side he aligns with, oh yeah, he's a MAGA supporter. Parents were sheriffs, that's how he got the gun. Next thing you know, he pulls up to school, starts firing off on people, and it's just like, I don't think Americans understand. We are the only country in the entire world that deals with shit like this. And they want to make it seem like it's normal. Like, oh, Donald Trump came out and said, these are things that we have to deal with. These things happen. No, they do not. They only happen here in America. Why? Because we have more than just a gun problem. We have a people problem. We have a government problem. And we have, most of all, just a blame the other people problem. We need to blame something else. Nobody could just look in the mirror and be like, oh yeah, we fucked up with that one. There's a reason that we are the only country in the world that deals with school shootings, because how easily accessible our guns are. And the fact that there's people on the right side that cherry pick quotes like this is not the entire quote, because, oh, he's from the left, try again. Look what we had to say about Trump supporters. Actually, he was making fun of the people that were at the rally. It's too late. He's already been inaugurated. He's a registered Republican. And then they're trying to say, oh, well, you go to college, you get brainwashed, and then you become a leftist. It's like, what straws you guys even grasping? It doesn't fucking matter if he's left or right. We have a gun problem here in the US and we need to fix it. And obviously, for whatever reason, if he white is right, he gonna shoot up a school. I don't know how else to explain that, but 9 times out of 10, statistically, for whatever reason, it's a white boy. And next thing you know, he just start firing off. Why? Who knows? But RIP to the people that lost their lives. And it's very saddening that this is the type of shit that we have to deal with on basically almost a bi-weekly basis in America. So, moving on, the latest on Kilmar Garcia. So, a Democratic senator flew out there. And what did the White House say about that? They used a grieving mother who, unfortunately, her daughter lost her life to an illegal immigrant. That has nothing to do with shipping somebody to El Salvador with no due process. And the fact that you're making fun of a senator going out of his way to at least make sure the guy's still alive is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Now, I don't think I have to go over this story again of why he's there, but it's so weird the fight that is being put up against this man to just be brought back and go sit in front of a judicial court. Due process, whether illegal or legal, if you are in the US, you get that. It's written in the fucking Constitution, people. And this is the thing. You guys aren't realizing, even Republican judges and Republicans are scared of what's going on and what is happening. I mean, listen to, I quote from a Republican judge.
A renowned conservative judge. He wrote 7 pages yesterday about this, imploring the executive branch to listen to the courts, to uphold the rule of law, and to follow the Constitution in a way that preserves American democracy before it is too late. He writes, while there is still time. This is more of what the judge wrote in his order. If today the executive claims the right to deport without due process and in disregard of court orders, what assurance will there be tomorrow that it will not deport American citizens and then disclaim responsibility to bring them home?
Or, I mean, if that's not enough for you, this is a person that is currently serving who says that she's scared to speak up because of repercussions that can happen.
We are all afraid. Okay? That's why I'm staying but we are, we're in a time and a place where I don't know, I certainly have not been here before. And I'll tell you, I'm oftentimes very anxious myself about using my voice, because retaliation is real, and that's not right.
The fact that a senator is scared to speak up or say something that's against the president should tell you all you need to know about what's happening. Dictatorship, closer and closer, inch by inch, little by little. But that's the thing. Even the people that you would think that are, right wings or super, it gotta be Trump. Iowa, old people in Iowa, tripping out.
Are you gonna bring that guy back from El Salvador? Why not?
Well, because that's not a power of Congress.
The Supreme Court said to bring him back.
Yeah, but
He's defined the Constitution.
Even Holocaust survivors are comparing to what's going on to the Gestapo. This is a 90-year-old man that was picked up when he was around the age of 5. And even he's like, what the fuck is going on?
I was hauled off by the Nazis. And for no other reason, I was picked up and separated from my family, who was exterminated in Auschwitz. And I am a survivor of Auschwitz and Dachau. Don't forget, history is not on your side.
So now people, whether you're left or right, when it comes to this case of Kilmar Garcia, the fact that a Supreme Court has voted 9-0 and says we need to facilitate to bring him back, and then we'll go through due process, and something after that can possibly happen. And that Trump is refusing this. You understand that, right? He's, no. We don't gotta facilitate shit. That is a dictator. That means that there's no more 3 branches. It's his branch, and these are just like some fucking stems. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I don't really give a fuck. I'm doing what I want to do. And it's trickling down. It's going to get worse and worse because, now we had a citizen, a U.S. citizen, that was arrested and picked up, put into ICE detention center, held for 48 hours, then finally got to see a judge where his mom waived his birth certificate, like he's born here. And the judge had to say, I have no jurisdiction over this. We have to wait until ICE finishes what their findings are. People were turned into like a concentration camp in the U.S. that's shipping out to other countries. Let's go put them in a concentration camp down in El Salvador. And guess how he was arrested? Friend was driving too fast. A 78 and a 65, 13 miles per hour over the speed limit. He wasn't even driving. He was in the passenger seat. Cop comes over, ICE agent, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, arrested. If it could happen to somebody that was born in the U.S., oh yeah, I know for a fact, if this shit keep on going, oh yeah, I'm going to get scooped up, and there's not going to be no 3 episodes a week. I might be FaceTiming from some stupid-ass detention center or something. Shit's getting out of hand and out of control. Trump's trust the process plan continues. A reporter tried to ask him, have you talked to China? He said, well, you should know that. So, wait, hold on. So have you talked to him or not? And Trump obviously deflecting. He was like, well, guess we're going to get a deal done. I know it. And then people start reporting, oh yeah, U.S. and China will get deal done. Not if you're not respectful, Trump. We've already talked about this. But then a reporter asked him an economic question of like, oh, so what about trust in the process? Like, how long is this going to take? And Trump had, as usual, uniquely dickhead response.
You did say that you are confident these deals will be done, but you also said that you're in no rush. Americans are seeing prices rise. They're seeing it on their bills. How long can they expect that pain to last?
So they've already seen it get much better, because if you were truthful, which you're not, I know you very well, And they were screaming at me, the press, the fake news, like you're fake.
Is it not kind of crazy to you guys that when reporters ask honest, tough questions, he immediately just gets mad at them? Like, it's like he wants nothing but dick eaters around him. He's like, oh, I just need praise, 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 praise. If you ask me a question about why shit is fucked up right now, oh yeah, you a piece of shit. It's like, wait, hold on. That's what a reporter's supposed to do. Ask difficult questions. You're not supposed to just surround yourself with a bunch of reporters that do nothing but dick eat. Speaking of dick eaters, Caroline Leviat, how the fuck you say her name? She released this weird thing about her praying before she goes out to talk to reporters. Now, I don't want you to get this confused with me having a problem with religion. There's nothing wrong with that. But the fact that you recorded it and then posted it online for people to see, this little quick prayer, they're trying to tie religion and the government together into one. Basically saying, oh yeah, we are God's chosen branch of government. This is the reason that we're here. Because once you tie in religion, facts don't matter anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Because now, oh, anybody that's against me is against what we have going on here. We are striving to be good Christians. Then she goes out and lies in front of everybody. That's a sin. You ain't supposed to lie. So I'm so confused. Just like how she be shitting on China all the time, but just be up there wearing Chinese-made outfits. It's like, do you not understand people could do research? If it's me, I could see through this bullshit. It's like, whoa, hold on. All of a sudden, please, Lord, help me with these words. It's like, okay, that's cool, pray, but you don't have to capture a unique camera angle trying to make it look like something bigger and better than it was. Don't ever let religion and government tie together, because once that happens, oh, we are cooked. Now we're like a megachurch. That's basically all it is. Oh, no, we lead with religion. Nah, this is God. This is what God's telling us to do. We need more money. Oh, yeah, keep on doling in. Oh, slowly but surely happening. I'm just saying, keep your eyes open, because this shit right, that's the start of some bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, China is back on their bullshit with Shein and Temu. They raising their prices for Americans. And there's a lot of people at home, they may not want to admit it, but they be shopping on here because damn near it's cheaper and better than Amazon, or, equal as Amazon. But next thing you know, now it's skyrocketing. So Trump, please, I know you was just lying about making a deal. Figure out a way to get on the phone with that man and make a fucking deal, please. Because any American knows, China, they be manufacturing some shit over there. It's cheaper. It's just as good / better. It's not our fault that you wanted to go for profit for the past 30 years, and now all of a sudden it's, let's bring it back to America. It's like, now it's a little bit too late for that. We can still make a lot of money here, but right now manufacturing lies over there because that's what we decided to do. Let's cut down our $1 trillion in spending on military budget and put it into infrastructure here so we can build our own shit. But nah, you know what I mean? We need to stay in war because that's profitable. Before the NBA playoffs starts, which I cannot wait to be tuned in, I'm going to give you little updates on that goes. There's a lot of beef between Pat Bev and Brandon Jennings. And for me, I just have to step in. And as a former hooper, if somebody put $100K up in front of your face and you deny and start to say, I'm not playing somebody that average less than 20, no, son. You not playing him because you know you're going to lose. Brandon Jennings, no offense to you, bro, you used to be nice as hell. #1 overall. One of the first people to go overseas so you can get some bread, do your thing, and then come back and play in the NBA. But guess what? The NBA is made for roles. People have to star in their roles. You thought you was a star. You wasn't a star. You was most likely going to be a pick and roll, I can shoot threes type of guy. Pat Bev was a lockup. I'm going to play defense. I can run the offense. Now your guys' careers have ended. He has way more games played, way more points scored. Yeah, his average may be lower, but it comes to one-on-one right now? Brandon, come on, son. When the last time you even strapped up your shoes, my boy? And for real. 100K, and then you go, oh, well, this 500K pot. Man, Pat will put that up too and still give you the work, son. Sometimes you got to be realistic. Y'all playing ones, he's going to get physical. You're going to get touched up. You're going to get mad. You're going to be all foul this, foul that. Next thing you know, everybody going to get tight. But Pat going to win that bread, son. No worries. More basketball highlights coming up soon once the playoffs start because that's when real basketball begins, people. Moving into our hater of the day, we have Kendrick Stubbs. I mean, son is a Mephistophelian Facebook bandit. So what he do to begin with? He sent somebody a message, said, yeah, I'm trying to buy this car. They're like, all right, bet. Come, meet up with him. He gives him the check, fraudulent check, skirt, drives the car home, puts that same car back on Facebook Marketplace the next day, sells it to somebody else. Other person goes to the bank. They're like, hold on, check ain't even working, son. This shit is fraudulent. They call somebody up. Oh, can I get the car? Car's already gone. He sells it to somebody. They come pick up the car. What does Kendrick decide to do? Follow them home, rob them, and steal that same car back. He frauded twice on the same car and then stole the motherfucker back. Now he on the run. I ain't no snitch, but if you seen him, I don't know if there's any reward money, but I wouldn't even call in because this is elite hater execution. Son hit 2 licks on the same car. I'm not gonna lie, low-key, a little bit impressed. Talk about hitting licks. I can't even call this no crash out of the day, but our heist of the day, LA, downtown Los Angeles, jewelry spot, 20 million. In a night, gone. On some Blue Street shit. Drilled a hole through the back, took all the jewelry out. Now they moving and grooving, vibing and sliding, probably selling diamonds by the... And obviously, you can't do too big scale because then they gonna find you. But I ain't gonna lie, son, this seems like it was planned and plotted and most likely from the inside. 20 million in jewelry, you knew exactly what you was doing. You know where exactly to drill in. Hey, if this is your business and you're the owner, start looking on the inside. Who have I fired in the last couple years? Who been working, but I don't think they really fuck with me. I ain't gonna lie, you find that, you gonna find your culprit. Because this ain't no random type of lick right here. Motherfuckers knew something. And with one of my favorite segments, Gladiator Fridays, I mean, this is a no-brainer. We tossing that school shooter right in there. This is how you curb school shootings. You toss them into Gladiator Fridays. You ever realize school shooters, they never get the death penalty somehow? I don't understand that. They just shut up a school, son. Oh, yeah. Right in the Gladiator Fridays. You're going to have 2 20-pound, actually, no, fuck that, 30-pound ankle weights. And guess what? You know who you're going to be versing? Angry motherfucking grizzly bears. 2 of them. Rocks is for free again, because school shooters, they ain't shit. First 5 minutes, nothing but rock pelts. We ain't gonna release the bears. I'm trying to get everybody to get their free licks on you. Then, release the bears. So that's 2 different bets you have going on. Can he keep running and keep moving during those 5 minutes of the rock throwing? And then over-under on the bear survival. Rocks, I think he could survive, and I hope we let him survive. We can't be knocking him out too much because he needs to suffer. Bears, oh yeah, he done within like a minute. I may just go, yeah, he don't get no weapon either because he ain't shit. You get 2 fists. Good luck. See you never, rest in shit. And yeah, you probably want, oh, I will never, ever mention a school shooter's name. Ever. This guy is just a fucking dweeb and a loser, and that's the type of shit dweeb and losers do. And what happens to people like that? Toss in the Gladiator Fridays. Everybody rejoices. Moving into Flashback Fridays. Y'all remember Rap City The Basement, son? Now on every Friday, I'm gonna do one of my favorite clips from Rap City The Basement because I feel like they need to bring that back on BET. And the first one we got, Camera.
Court killers, who more realer? Weed in the 4-wheeler, F Mike. Till you see me, you never saw a thriller. Fist scale, 4 reelers. Dirty want me to go. Raw will ya? Smart Pisces, fresh from the archdiocese. You got heart, fight me, ideally depart wifey.
Dipset really had a stranglehold on culture for a while, specifically Dwells and Cameron. It's good to see Cameron really bounce back and make something happen and do that little whole podcast now with Mace. That shit is fire. Moving right along, switching things up a little bit, I'm gonna go back and forth rap, punk rock. We have In Too Deep, Sum 41. That song really bring me back. I just feel like I'm in like I don't even know how old I was when that shit came out, but I just feel like I'm back in the carefree days. You feel what I'm saying? Moving right along, we have Young Guns, No Better Love. No better. Bro, that shit was so, I don't know what happened to bro. Both of them. They was a group. I feel like they really ain't have no other hits. They had like a good little run on BET, top 10 videos and shit like that, because I think they had like one other song, but like, after this, they kind of fell off. But that song right there, oh yeah, still on repeat. Next, we have Eric, Music.
Just like music. To relax my mind so I can be free and absorb the sound that keep me round, doing my thing constantly with no worries.
How he got the Marvin Gaye feature or cleared that sample, I have no idea, but that shit is so tough. Now, one of my favorite music videos of all time back in the day, I remember I used to watch this shit all the time. Like, you know what? That's what my life about to look like. Chingy, One Call Away. I remember they had hot sauce in the music video too. Boy, that shit was so tough, son. You come over me. I'm like, man, put that shit back on. Now, honestly, this song right here kind of introduced me to like EDM / I don't even know what you consider this type of music, but like basically like white music that's not rock or punk rock and not country. We have Disclosure, Latch. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Iniquitous News. I appreciate y'all as always, man. This was a great week. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Happy Good Friday to all the people that celebrate out there, and happy Easter Sunday when that come along. 420 and Jesus. Oh yeah, I'm about to be high with God, 1000%. Don't forget to hate and subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all on Monday. I'm out.
You've just tuned in to another edition of Iniquitous News Network with Lawrence Johnson. Don't forget to hate and subscribe.